First of all, there's no Vicki today. I apologize. And I have my normal big microphone. I'm on my little mic. But it's going to sound great. Listen, I put these videos up, and they're great. And I get a lot of crap from people that don't know me for busting chops at the front door. Those of you who've been in the club a million times, you know the front door is slow sometimes. So what I'm doing is I'm entertaining people as they come in. They love it. If you saw last week's video, one of the very first videos we did, these two twins came in, and I tried to clip them for an extra 20 bucks, all in good fun. People online went ballistic. You shouldn't do that. Some people call me an old man. I challenge all those old men callers to come down here to a push-up contest, not one taker. But it doesn't matter. My point is, the videos are fun, and they're goofy fun. And you people that are fans of mine, I need you to share them and comment on them, and then defend me against these morons that have not seen the club. A lot of people say he's holding up the line. Listen, the line's long. You know who else has long lines? Disney World. You know why? Because it's amazing. So that's why our lines are long. Because it's fun. People come there. Now, does Mickey Mouse stand in line? No. You get to watch cartoons and stuff, but you don't get interaction with Mickey. I'm Mickey Mouse at the Stress Factory. The head mouse, the head guy. And my wife, she's Minnie Mouse. I'm Mickey, she's Minnie. If we're talking to you, that's a high stakes character breakfast going on. But it doesn't matter. People that don't know the club, they're getting all worked up. Excuse me, were you trying to clip someone? Some of them are going, you ruined their nights. Look at the video that was in last week with the twins. Tell me if I ruined their nights. They're internet stars because of me. Those two kids and their girlfriends, they took pictures of me. We made another video. Anyway, go watch them. Vicky's not here. We have a school function. We're not live tonight. We've got a school function. What I found out in having children is that children are bad for your career aspirations. Vicky can't be here. I can't be here at 8 o'clock. Because kids. It's soccer, dance. It's all these things that get in the way. That's where Vicky is tonight. But it did not stop me from pulling up a couple news items from New Jersey that I think we need to talk about quickly. Number one, a pod of dolphins stranded. A whole bunch of dolphins. A Jim Jones-like dolphin cult stranded. Okay, 6 died, 2 were euthanized. These dolphins are reacting to something, and the whales. Something is happening. All right? Listen, this isn't natural. We're either in the end of days, which I don't believe, or maybe it's the windmills. Could be, might not be. Who the hell knows? I can't tell you. I can tell you that something is happening, and we need to look at it. We can't just have dolphins washing up on the beach like that. Okay? You just can't have it. Someone emailed something, by the way, about a dolphin in captivity. And this animal rights activist, listen, I like animals as much as the next guy. Animal rights activist was all over us because I like SeaWorld. Okay. SeaWorld's incredible. And these animal rights activists are like, SeaWorld's awful. They're doing tricks. Hey, do you hear an interesting fact? A dolphin lives longer at SeaWorld than it does in the ocean. Okay? There's no windmills going in at SeaWorld. And your fish get fed to you. You backflip, you wag your tail, you eat all day long. The dolphins at SeaWorld are fat and happy. We got to find out what's going on with the sea life in New Jersey. We owe it to ourselves to find out what's happening. Look, I don't want whales dying and dolphins dying. If it is the windmills, shouldn't we know that? More importantly, shouldn't there be some high-level people going, let's find out what's happening here? Shouldn't somebody be raising a stink? Because let me tell you what's going to happen. 4th of July is going to come, and we're going to have our own Amityville horror on the Jersey beach. But it won't be a shark eating people. It'll be, Bobby, swim away from the dead whale, he stinks. People aren't going to come to our beaches. If the dolphins and whales are washing up dead every 5 seconds, we're talking about economic calamity here. Not just dead whales and dolphins. We're talking about dead boardwalks. No one's going to Atlantic City if it stinks of whale oil. And by the way, If you haven't been around a dead whale, guess what they do? There's a very odoriferous situation going on right there. They reek. And when you move a dead whale, it ain't pretty. People aren't going, oh, look, kids, let's go watch them move the dead whale carcass. It's an awful sight. So we owe it to the state to find out what's going on before Chief Brody and the mayor, whatever his name was, are on the boardwalk going, I don't care about the little Kintner boy. We have to find out what's happening. We have to find out now. It's in today's news. A whole pod washed up. Something's happening, right?
Absolutely. I think it's the wind, the sonar.
It could be. Something, listen, you think it's sonar? Okay, I think you've watched a lot of Flipper, all right? There's a lot of sonar references in Flipper. And maybe you're watching George C. Scott Day the Dolphin. I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what's causing it, but we need to know. This is in the news today. Did you hear about the girl, the 29-year-old girl from South Korea? I think she's 29, that went to school. Did you hear about this? She went to a New Brunswick school, 29-year-old. She went and she enrolled in New Brunswick school, a 29-year-old. She looks like she could be a high school kid because high school kids all look like adults today. Her name is Hyang Shin. And I did say that with a little accent because I think that's the way you need to say it. I'm not racist. If I said it the way a white man would say it, I'd say her name was Hyang Shin, which isn't right. Her name is Hyang Shin. And she claims she went to school in New Brunswick, in any school, to feel safe. And you haven't spent enough time in our high schools. The high schools are not safe. The administrators have no control. The high schools are loaded with violent TikTok fights and sex and drugs and rock and roll. And geez, oh man, you went to high school to feel safe? Maybe if you enrolled in a grammar school, I could see it. But I don't think a high school is where you feel safe, right? Right away you're getting bullied, immediately getting bullied. But 29 years old, and she wanted to feel like she had friends again. Now, listen, there's something going on there, right? Right? She's either grooming a young boy or a young girl. I don't know what her.
She's an immigrant. She's safe from what? An immigrant?
She's from South Korea.
So maybe she wanted to just enroll so that way she couldn't get booted.
Okay, no, I don't need you to guess. She said, I feel lonely and I want to go back to where I feel safe amongst my high school friends. You don't have to guess. She said it. They're saying that her lawyer said she had no nefarious intent. But let's face facts. You had some type of intent that doesn't align with the rest of our intent when it comes to high school. Now, I don't think she should go to jail, right? Of course not.
Pay a fine, I guess?
Huh?
Pay a fine?
Why? I can't even, listen, you know what I think? I can't believe she got arrested. Really? You couldn't just say, hey, guess what? The gig's up. We find out you're 29, get out. Arrested? It seems so severe. Like, could you imagine her in prison? What are you in for? Algebra. What? Yeah, I took algebra when I was 29. Would you fail? No. Would you get GED? No. I felt unsafe. And now I'm in prison. What an irony. To me, it's bizarre. I don't think she should be facing all that much. That's the New Jersey news that's weird. And I think that's weird enough already. There is something I want to talk about in New Jersey, and I haven't talked about it in a while, but I want to encourage you to get out there and protest the tolls. I'm still doing it, people. If you've been following me for a while, you know I do not drive toll roads unless I absolutely have to. I'm on a toll protest because they raised tolls twice since the beginning of the pandemic. And I know they need it for the roads. I don't care. I don't care. I'm driving Route 9. It's lovely. It's lovely. And you have to join me with that. No, do you do a toll protest?
No.
No, you're giving up your money. Here's my big changes from the pandemic. You ready? My big changes. I do not go to Starbucks every day. That's a big change. I'll tell you, there were days when I was spending in Starbucks $40 because I'd be buying coffee for everybody on the staff. And this is what happens when you buy Starbucks for somebody. Now, you'll go into a Starbucks for somebody, and they'll be buying. And they go, give me a small black coffee. Is there any extra fees involved in these free sugar packages? No? Okay, I'll take 4 sugar packages. Then when you're buying, give me the limited edition Gold Dust Frappuccino with the fresh squeezed whale oil on top. You can only get that in New Jersey. And it's a $15 drink. Now, so I cut out Starbucks. I think I'm saving about $400 a month. Not on average. Average, I think, is $200 a month. A high month would be $400 on Starbucks. I stopped driving toll roads. It's about $10 round trip. I do it 4 times a week. $40 a week minimum. Okay? That's $2,000 a year. Cost Starbucks $3. I'm $5,000 a year. Those are my big changes. Also now, another way I've been saving money, it's a little harder now. They've outlawed a little easier now. They've outlawed plastic bags. Is I've started shoplifting, which saves me a ton of money. I'm joking. I just can't believe. I can never get over the following things. We live in a state that outlawed plastic bags and made pot legal. That cracks me up. And now they're trying to take away liquor licenses, and they just created pot licenses. It just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, it's a short podcast tonight, and I want you to keep watching. Follow, please. The video is going up on Instagram, Vinnie_brand, TikTok, Vinnie_brand. Let's blow it up, people. Only you can help me blow it up. And it's not hard. It's so easy. Go on and comment and send it to a friend. If you haven't watched R.I.P. Fat Bobby yet, please do it. If you're missing Vicki, please email Vicki, Vicki, at stressfactory.com. And tell her, Vicki, without you, it's unwatchable. She keeps me, there's 2 things Vicki does. She keeps me on track, and she contains my anger. Right? And that's it. I contain my own anger. I was very good. I could have been angry about a lot of things. I think I was very even-handed about the dead whales. I could have started pointing fingers. A lot of people pointing. You definitely think it's a sonar? What makes you think that?
So when they are trying to look at the locations to where they put the wind farms, they use the sonar blasting to find out what is actually on the Earth.
Right.
So with that, I do believe it's messing up some sort of frequency that the whales are using that to communicate.
So your scientific data is, and I'm quoting you, they're using sonar, so something is affecting them. That's your scientific evaluation. Listen, could be sonar, could be a lot of things. I love you people. We'll talk more about it with Vicki next week. I gotta get out of here.